Let's be honest, working a 9 to 5 can be really tiring. Most days I just come home, crash on the couch, scroll on my phone, and then suddenly it's bedtime. Then I'll do it all over again the next day. By the time the weekend comes, we try to fit in everything. Seeing friends, doing chores, and trying to relax. All in just 2 days. Then Monday comes, and back to work we go. I realized I was only really living on the weekends. The other 5 days, I was just getting through them. So I decided to try something different. What if I did one fun thing after work every day for a whole week? Nothing big or expensive, just something to look forward to after clocking out. For 5 days, I did something fun after work. Sometimes alone, sometimes with my partner. Some activities were outdoors, others at home. My only rule was that I had to be something I was excited about. What I found out really surprised me. This little experiment taught me a lot about how we use our time and energy, and it changed how I think about my weekdays. If you're stuck in the same boring routine after work, watch what happened when I decided to make my after work hours count. Here's what I learned. Got my lunch. I went to Petticoat Lane Market as usual. What's that? I got a salad box today, which I don't usually get. I usually get a falafel wrap, but it came with a side of hummus, which honestly the value for money is so good. I think it's like £5 for a huge, dropped on my napkins, for a huge box. Look at this. I think it's like 8 falafel in there. That's such good value for money. It's so sad having to sit in an office when the weather is like this. It's 18 degrees in sun, which for London is so good. Okay, here we go. So good. Hi babes, I just came home from work and today's activity is climbing or bouldering. I'm not sure if I'm saying this right. Anyway, we're going climbing and I'm so excited. I've never done this before. It's one of those like indoor climbing centers and they're actually all over London. I feel like I've seen loads of them, and I also feel like it's just more of like an emerging sport like squash and all of these. Maybe it's just like very London particular, but I've seen these everywhere and I always wanted to try them, but I just never did. And now's the time. I'm kind of forcing my partner to come with me. I don't know, I feel like it's something new and he also really enjoys trying like new fitness things. So I think that's something nice that we can do together. And I think that's like a really good after work activity you can do. Just like try something new in like the sports fitness world, which is right up my alley because I love to work out, which I'm not quite sure if that's lame to say, but I like moving my body for my mental health. So it's just 6 p.m. now, so the sun is still up. Hopefully we can cycle while it's still light. And then we're gonna try out climbing. I'm so excited! Oh, sorry, I keep saying climbing. That's such a German thing. I'm very sorry. We have no clue what we're doing. We're just trying to figure it out. It's quite confusing. I think we definitely should have booked the training intro session, which we did not, but we'll make it work. We're kind of ready to give up. We tried climbing. We've been here for a while now, so we're gonna head home, but this was fun. I'm gonna be back. I'm gonna do an instructions basic course because that's what I need, and then I'm gonna tackle it again. So to finish it off, I'm just gonna go up the kids wall and take the slide because I'm not good enough to take the adult slide, but I want to slide. So. Hi babes, it's day 2 of my little experiment of doing something fun after work every day, and I just finished work. It's actually still light out, but I'm doing a little home activity today because I feel like I can't always go out, so I also need to do something at home, and I think this is a really cool idea. Let's see if you agree. Basically, I picked up this pottery box in the charity shop. I think these are usually around 40 and 50 quid. I'm not quite sure, but I picked this up for 20, which I thought was fine. I think this is something quite nice to do after work if you don't want to rot on the couch and watch TV. And this would be something quite nice to do with my hands. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna shut my laptop because I'm done with work. And let's check this box out. I'm not quite sure. I think I opened this when I first got it because I wanted to see what's in here, but let's check. So I need to figure out how to open this. If you can't find the right way, violence in terms of packaging always works. My boyfriend hates that I do this. I'm really bad with this if I can't open something. You know, with packages, it's always a right way to open it. I never have the patience to do it. I just rip it off, which I'm not sure what this says about me. No patience, I guess. Also, by the way, this is not an ad or anything. As I said, I picked this up in the charity shop, so just a disclaimer. Okay, so this is the guide, which I'm gonna try to follow. I'm not the best with guides and instructions, I will say, but I'm gonna try to follow this. And here we have the clay. It actually seems like quite a lot of clay. I think I'm just gonna do one of these because I'm not actually sure what I'm gonna make. I'm interested in pottery, but I've never done any pottery. I know this is just clay pottery, not real pottery, but still, I've never done this before, so let's see. It also feels quite hard. I wonder if it was in the charity shop because it was kind of old. I'm not sure. I think the first thing I need to do is decide what I'm gonna make. Let me see if there's any suggestions in the guide. I could make a mug or a plant pot. You know what? I think I'm gonna try to attempt a plant pot. Oh, I don't really need a plant pot though. I definitely don't need a mug. Let's make a plant pot. I'm so indecisive. Guys, I'm such a Libra. I don't know what to say. Alrighty, let's do this. I'm excited. Okay, so I think I'm going with this like bowl type thing. I actually really like that it's kind of like an organic shape, let's say. It's not perfect, but I quite like the look of this. And I also like how you can see sort of my fingertips and how it's kind of like uneven. Because yeah, I feel like it just gives it quite like a nice natural look. So we're embracing imperfection here. I honestly love this. I feel like I'm back in like, not kindergarten, but I don't know, I feel like as adults we just don't really give ourselves like playtime like this. Like just like, who knows if I'm even gonna use this bowl, you know? It doesn't have to be like good, like no one's gonna see this except me and my partner, who's probably like, what the hell? But you know, I think it's quite nice to do something like this after work, which is kind of random. It's not something I would usually do, obviously. Okay, I'm going to try to make this a bit more smooth. I think this is actually meant to be the bottom. It's like standing on. So I feel like if this is uneven, then it probably won't stand very well. So let's try to make this nice. Honestly, I'm not sure what I'm gonna use this for, but I think it's gonna look cool. And I also just read the instructions properly. And I need to let this dry, obviously, before I can paint it, which I actually hadn't realized. So I need to let this sit for 24 to 48 hours. That's actually quite a long time. So I will need to show you the final product in the next few days, but that's fine. Now it says to take the sponge and sort of clean everything up, make it nice and smooth. I really want to take up a pottery course. They're quite expensive, but I don't know. I feel like it will be quite a nice hobby, and it's just really nice to do something with your hands and not kind of look into a screen or, you know, work out. I feel like working out is like my main hobby, and reading. But I don't know, I feel like those two don't really count. I feel like those are not really hobbies, if you know what I mean. Or at least reading feels so like natural to me, it doesn't really feel like a hobby. Same with working out. Working out I mainly do for my mental health. So I think it doesn't really feel like a hobby. And also I'm working out from home, so I don't know. I feel like what I'm missing is something more creative like this. So pottery, here I come. Is it like the classic thing to like buy one of these like clay pot kits and then think you're a pottery master? I think this is what's happening to me. I think I found my calling, honestly. This might look absolutely horrific once it's dry, but you know what? It's not always about the end result. I think it's about if you're enjoying yourself in the process. So, but this is fun. This is cool. I really enjoyed it. I think some of these kits also come with like color. I'm not sure, but pretty sure they do. And there's also a video tutorial, which maybe I should have watched, judging from what I've just produced. But it's alright. We're just doing this for funsies. Successful day 2 of not just rotting on the couch. And also, by the way, I'm going out tomorrow. This was like a nice little home activity, but I'm venturing out tomorrow. I'm doing something really fun, so stay tuned. Hello babes, happy Wednesday. It's day 3 of my little experiment, let's say. I kept the activities for Monday and Tuesday quite like light and like home-based mostly, or like at least not out, you know? But today we are going out and this is something I wanted to go to for ages. It's like a jazz evening, like live music kind of thing in East London. It's an Auntie's Loft and every Wednesday they do these like jazz nights. And I haven't been. I used to live literally like 10 minutes from that place for 2 years and I never went. So now we're gonna go, we're gonna check it out. I convinced my partner to come with me. He's not super excited because, to be fair, you know, like going out after work is not easy sometimes. I tend to be quite tired at night as well, so I get it. But we're forcing ourselves this week to go out after work and to do something fun after work, so I'm excited to go. But for now, it's my lunch break. I still have a couple of hours left of work. First, I have a few more calls to get through. Hi, I'm on my lunch break and honestly, I'm feeling a bit rough after going out yesterday. I almost missed my train this morning because I was heading here for a meeting and yeah, I got up very late and it was pretty hard to get out of bed, but I made it. I'm here, and for tonight's activity we're gonna go to the Barbican, which is like a 50-minute walk from here. I work around Liverpool Street, so which is quite convenient, and they have like late night openings on Thursdays, so I thought I would go and check out the new exhibition. So that's the plan, but I'm still on my lunch break. Need to work for a few more hours, but then we're gonna head out. So far I'm feeling good. Only tomorrow and then my week of activities is already over. On my way to the Barbican. Actually, I'm here, you can see it in the back, to see the exhibition, but I'm trying to find the entrance, which I think I kind of walked around wrong. It's not easy to find, depending what angle you come from, but I think I can see it, so let's see. I'm excited. I haven't been here for ages. I had to run for my train, so I stopped filming once I stepped out of the barbican. It was honestly really good. I really enjoyed the exhibition because it's such a cool place, and like they offer events and like, you know, there's a theatre, there's a cinema, there's exhibitions that are for free, there's some that you can pay for to enter, so it's just a really cool place and you can like spend a long time there. And I also really enjoyed the shop. I love a museum shop. Always nice stuff in there, so yeah, I had a good time. I'm glad I went. I would highly recommend if you're in London, if you live in London, or if you just visit London. It's a cool place to check out. And I saw there's a play with Kate Blanchett in it, so I'd love to go. When I left the building, lots of people came in going to the theatre, and they all looked like fancy and dressed up, and I thought that's a really cool activity to do after work, but might be out of my tax bracket. But anyway, I'm just gonna cook now. I'm quite tired. Part of this whole like experience, or like experiment should I say, of doing things after work is definitely that you get home quite late. I think it's like almost 8 p.m. now, which, you know, I haven't eaten yet. I'm starving, and by the time I eat I'm probably gonna go to bed. So, but to be fair, it's kind of like reducing my screen time in form of TV time, which I'll take it, you know, for a week I can do that. So yeah, let's cook because I'm super hungry. Hello, good afternoon, midday. It's like 12:30. I'm on my lunch break now and I need to get out of the house. I just want to go to a coffee shop and have some people around me. So I feel like as soon as the sun comes out, I just feel so much more free because I can use my bike and actually cycle places. And I'm wearing my little vest underneath because I'm going without a coat. I've decided that I'm done with coats, even though the weather is still pretty cold, but I'm just kind of done with winter and jackets and coats, so I'm just gonna go without and see how that goes. I also feel like cycling with a coat is not a vibe, so we're just gonna go without and hopefully it won't be too cold. Fingers crossed. But yeah, let's head off.